Guys, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ren, and this is another series interview of Off Season. For those watching, Off Season is a social media show that we do where we interview athletes, student athletes, alumni athletes, coaches, and administration to learn more about the UB Mingoes and how it's benefited their lives, or just hear their stories and how they're doing right now. We all know that we're all on curfews, lockdowns because of the COVID-19, so this also is an excellent way for us to stay in contact with one another and see if we can do some learning in this time. So this evening we will be waiting on Gabby to log in, Gabrielle Shannon, who will be interviewed today. So, about to get started in a few minutes. And we're going to have some fun. You know, she comes with a lot of experience. She's been with the university for quite some time. So we're going to have some fun. Brothers, come on smiling like that. You was ready? Shoot. That wins. That's the most excited anyone's ever been. Like, wow, I feel special. I feel good. I can sit back. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
How is it being locked up 24/7? How is that doing?
Well, it's going okay. I'm not completely locked up, but it's been
okay. I gotta let Menace know. Anyway, let me stop. So, welcome to Off Season. This is the administration's and, of course, our university's way of interviewing great student athletes. And I think for sure you are one of those people. You have not only succeeded with athletics, because when I first came and I met you, you know, man, first impressions, I was like, this short person is be people internationally. And then I see all kind of pictures of these like gaps in between people. And then I get to record it, you know, and it was intense because I zoomed in. I was like, look how serious she is. And when you look back and be like, y'all thought y'all could catch me. And y'all. But Gabby, you bring an energy and I have to talk about it. And we have to learn how we can be as spirited as you. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So without further ado, my first question is, where did your passion for sports come from? And was track and field your first love?
Okay, so from I was a child, I've been playing sports and it runs in the family. So whatever sport it is, we played it. And track was the first sport that I actually fell in love with and I've been doing for the longest. So
give us examples of any other sports you think you can handle yourself in?
Basketball, volleyball.
Okay.
A little bit of soccer.
Well-rounded.
Yeah, so.
Boy, that's good. I know not to challenge you at anymore, but so with that love for it, were you active in high school and primary school even? Were you running from then? Did you join the track clubs, and which ones?
Yeah, so not too much in primary school, but I've started track at the beginning of high school, which was grade 7. I started playing basketball in my senior year, so just for recreational. And I played one soccer game in my 12th year. And
okay.
I played for 2 seasons.
Did you get any victories?
Well, I went to a certain high school, so not really.
Let's talk about that for a second. Let's just sit up. Let the spirit lead you. What high school you went to?
I went to Aquinas College.
Aquinas, Jesus?
Yeah.
Like, do y'all even have like chance? Wow, this is fun. That was fun. Ladies and gentlemen, as an alum, I don't think she's insulting Aquinas, but if you're not a Bahamian, you would know Aquinas is known for being able to do a lot of things. You know, I had a gray pants and sock, couldn't keep that white one clean. So y'all are talented. You gotta go, Gabby. That's when I am from sock, man. It's cracking jokes. But so you had any international exposure to track and field before the athletics program?
No. My first track season at the University of the Bahamas, I made Carifta.
Okay.
Yes, that was pretty exciting. And we actually placed second in the 4x4 relay.
So this is your first time traveling, your first time on international soil. Which school was it that you went to, or university you went to? Could you remember? And talk about your feelings of taking that first trip for athletics.
So you mean in for our first?
The track and field.
At UB.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one was Purdue University, which was an indoor meet. Of course, it was nerve-wracking because I was against other collegiate athletes, but it actually went pretty good. The 200 wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but it was good for my first time, and the did great. We did great. So we went off, but let's get even before that. What about your ambitions? Were you looking forward to even come to COB? Did you know that this, like the traveling and the training, did you know that was there already? No, I actually didn't. the expectations I had for the track team, I just thought it would be local meets, you know. But when I realized we were traveling, free lunch, and all these other benefits, I was like, oh, okay, you know.
Tell the audience about it. And we had this, of course, we had Kendrick on the show. He talked about it. But going from high school, you know, you're in high school and now you're traveling. What is that feeling? Describe it for any young listener who's looking maybe or aspiring to be a part of the program.
Okay, I think it's very exciting. It's a lot of exposure. At the local meets, you have some competition, you know, but when you get to the collegiate events, it's much different. It's a bigger stage, a lot more faster athletes, and it's a different environment on the whole. So I think it's a great event, or it's a great thing to be a part of. It's just a lot more focused. You have to be a lot more focused and a lot more disciplined to be up with the ranks.
Okay, and going over there, of course, we're well branded now, right? Mingoes everywhere. We got our blue. Hopefully, we have a sponsor, I speak it, who's going to be giving us tents and, you know, stuff to hang out in so we look cool like other universities. But when we are abroad and we're running, do you think, and this can speak to fact, right? We have defeated people. But do you think some of these prestigious colleges abroad, you know, who are running and have D division teams, you know, Harvard, University, Princeton, do you think that they're surprised when they see a group of young, intelligent, and athletic students from the Bahamas with a Mingoes on? Like, what do you think about the competition? How they see us before and after?
Well, before, they didn't know us at all.
Okay.
So, don't know what to expect. I'm sure when they see a small group of people coming there from the Bahamas, it's almost like they're sizing us up already. So they're like, okay, I got that one. But when we do challenge them or beat them, it's like, oh Lord, where y'all come from? They don't expect much from us, not knowing of our potential.
Right.
So we challenge them, then it's like, okay, I have to watch out for that one.
That's excellent, man. And I want to, and that's from their perspective, right? We can only imagine, but I've talked to a few athletes when I was around, and I was always surprised how they were like more curious of us. Because I think it starts off with, what is a Mingo? And then at the end of it, after they get beat, it's like, how do I get in the program? Why did y'all, like, it would be funny for me. Yeah. But that's a good experience. Expectations of college. You're leaving from Aquinas. Did the College of the Bahamas then and now University of the Bahamas, did it meet your expectations of what college is?
Not exactly, again, because going into college, a lot of people said, oh, don't go to COB. You know, a lot of bad reputations or experiences and stuff. But when I did go, it was actually a great experience for me. So it was more advantageous. It had a lot of events, different things to engage with, different clubs and stuff. So it seemed pretty more exciting to me than they made it seem. And some of the experiences that they had, I didn't have.
Okay.
So, registering and all these other things with the administration, I didn't have that. So I had a pretty good experience so far. And it still gets better.
With that being said, do you think your experience is different because you're a student athlete?
In some ways, yes.
Explain, like what kind of benefits? You could be honest. Mm-hmm. When it comes to registration, when it comes to the way you have to live around campus, what does UB Athletics do for you as an athlete?
Well, we do.
Let me just make sure, Kim. Nah, this joke. What does UB Athletic, in your eyes, in your opinion, what does it do for you as an athlete?
I mean, well, for registration, for one, we do get first dibs. So,
okay,
yeah, signing up for classes with the seniors. So, okay, that's a plus because no one taking my classes now. The lunch is free, the breakfast is free. So I just get off the line. But other than that, everything seems to be normal for me, I guess. Or they look at me as a normal person. So everything is
Sorry. Being Corona people, I just. Anything else you want to mention about the athletics program at the University of the Bahamas?
Well, besides the traveling and the different experiences, you know, it's been a great experience, I ain't gonna lie.
So you don't gonna mention the meal plan because I hinted it. You ain't hand me.
I did. I said we get free lunch.
All right, you better talk about that food, girl. And I think a critical part, all jokes aside, that the meal plan is necessary. Give us an example of a daily schedule, like for you as an athlete working straight in the school. What happens in your schedule, in your head every day?
Okay, so first I wake up in the morning, and then I go to practice. Sometimes.
What time?
We have to be to practice for 6 a.m. Yeah.
So what time do you wake up? Don't worry, coach working out. He's doing a workout on Zoom. You don't gotta work with that. What time do you have to wake up?
So in the morning, there's no traffic. So I would wake up maybe 5:30, 5:45.
Okay.
So I practice in time. Then depending on what the workout is, I'm either excited or not excited.
Okay.
So if it's the sprint workouts like 150s or 90s or what's not, I down for that. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. That's so you start off. I want everybody to understand. You start off let's say most days with 2 workouts with your coach. What happens next? And so what happens next? You know, you got school, maybe an 8 o'clock class. What happens? Yeah.
So then I get to school, get ready. If I have a 10 o'clock class, I get prepared for that. Or if I have a 12 o'clock class, I get breakfast and then I go to class.
From the free meal plan.
Yeah. Yes, obviously.
Okay.
And then that's pretty much it. After that, I class, maybe work. I'll go to work. Yeah. And then once I get off, maybe 7 or so, then I.
You got employment on campus?
Oh,
all right. Don't gotta tell us your secret, girl. Keep your secret. All right, so that's good. So what about the evening time? Is it any workouts you probably do at home to enhance yourself as an athlete?
Sometimes I do abs, push-ups, try to drink some water, but that's about it.
And then you mentioned involvement. Are you involved in any clubs as a student? Do you have time for club involvement as a student athlete?
No, I tried it and it wasn't working out. So.
But you killed it. Like when I first came, you wasn't sauce it up. You know, they invite you on stage for. I just was like, I just giving away $50. Ms. Rowe would say, "Send Gabby up there, send Gabby up there." Couple dances later, I like you doing track, and God bless you. But you're a talented dancer. I was super surprised the first time. That was my first time meeting you before I knew you were an athlete. And that's why I talk about that energy. And you're a captain. But before we get into more personal questions about you being captain and the athletics female program, especially now that it expand to cross country, I want to get into a fun game. And we always pin players against players to test your knowledge of other teams, right? Of course, we had Desmondo. He challenged Ken, saying that if he could get in shape, he believed he could beat Ken. You know, that's that judo fitness. You know, anything is possible. And then we also had Kimsey and Livy, they both created their all-star teams, and we went against athletics. And that it didn't end there because we had Kendrick saying that he could defeat Kimsey in basketball, in dunking and shooting. So a lot of athletes have that competitive nature. They're not limited. But for you, I want you to cross the border. And I want you to say right now, if you could choose a member of the men's basketball team, right now, you know, basketball has a lot of dashes. If you could challenge him to 100-meter dash, who you know you could take?
UJ. UJ.
Now, why would you say that? He's a small, you know, he got to be a little faster. Why do you think you could boy you up insider information? Why do you think you could beat UJ?
I mean, I could beat all of them, but, you know.
That's it. It's declared. But you don't only do 100s and 200s. You also do long distance, right? I've seen you do as much as the 800. You did an 800 before. Mm-hmm. No, that wasn't you. Shame. It was Amber. Reverse. Let's start over. Hi, welcome to off season. But no, I know you did the 4. So let's go to a long distance runner. Who in soccer you believe you could take in a 400-meter dash?
I guess Rashawn or, you know. Yeah, I think
I respect you as an athlete. You actually wanted a challenge because, you know, Julio injured. I would take Julio. But, you know, like at the 200-meter mark, you're like, Ryan, stop. I injured. But that's a little break in the questions. And now let's get into being a captain. Was it difficult deciding to be the captain of our Lady Mingoes?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't difficult at all.
What is leadership easy for you? Like, help us understand.
I mean, it takes a lot of, I guess, discipline again and time management. You have to build relationships with your team members, and you have to be able to enforce some of the rules that are presented from the coach and the athletic director. And some people may not be happy with some of the rules, but it's still something that you got to do. It's still something that you got to enforce. So sometimes it's not easy, but it is fun in and of itself. So.
And I want to ask, with the expansion, you know, now we're doing cross country, has taken on more load? Is it more difficult, or it still feels the same?
Because they are two quote unquote different sports. I am a part of the track team, so coach would assign someone else to the.
Because you're so big, so it's different people for different. Ooh, coach, I don't know what he's doing.
He does.
Because I feel like, would it be like a competitive thing, like a long distance runner? You mean, hey, I need you to come out to this event. Excuse me, you don't run with me, miss? Like, does it feel like that?
No, it's not like that. I mean,
okay.
If you're pretty good in both, then you know where you stand. But
right.
If you're a full-fledged cross-country runner long distance, then, okay, you ain't coming on this side. And if you know you ain't trying to run long distance, you don't go on that side.
Right.
So everybody pretty much know their boundaries.
And track and field has the largest and I believe longest running program. So we're, I think, over 40 people? No, 30. Sorry if I get the numbers wrong. But if you look at previous pictures, you'd see a large body of people, male and female. Talk about friendship now. Could you say you've developed some good friends because of your student athlete experience? And maybe share your best memory on one of our trips with your friend.
So many memories. But I would say my closest relationships or friendships was with Romika and Amber.
Amber Petty. I want to talk about it. Let's go. Oh my God. I want to talk about Amber Petty. You know Petty Amber is? You know what I learned? Amber is talk on the third trip. Not to cut you. Just keep going. Stop focus, Ren. Talk about Amber. Yes, talk about Amber. I mean, you had the best memory with Amber.
So, I guess we always getting off. So, me and Amber would sometimes team up against Romika. And probably shoes her bedroom slippers or something. So, yeah, that's about, you know.
Y'all petty? And I have to hear, I guess, a good memory. And y'all do that on the trip? Y'all hide people things on the trip?
No, we ain't gonna hide your stuff now. Maybe the other people would hide your stuff, but we ain't gonna hide your stuff.
Okay. And then what? Tell me about Romika. I know she's still on the program. Is she a psychology major as well?
Sociology.
That's cool. We all make mistakes. I went there from sociology to psychology. You should get over it. But how is that? Because I see the two of you studying sometimes, and of course, because of the School of Thought, social sciences, you can see a collaboration or colliding of mentalities of human behavior. So talk about that friendship and what's your best memory?
Okay, so with the different interesting points in both of our fields, but engage in different topics, so it'll be a debate between the both of us about many different things. But man, it's just us going back and forth with each other. It's just be funny in and of itself.
And to Miss Ali Ailmat, I'm not dissing psychology, ma'am. Actually, I'm a psychology major as well. What's your concentration, Gabby? What's your concentration gonna be?
Community psychology or social. Yeah.
Okay, I did industrial. Actually, I finished industrial and clinical strands accidentally at the same time. So I actually spent a semester longer in UB than I was supposed to. So I was 2 classes away from doing all the strands, which my advisor, shout out, Dr. Hutchison, never liked me, but that's cool. Shout out to her, right? But she was like, who you listen to? How you finish all these different strands? Yeah. Now talk about the academic side of yourself. Where do you see yourself in 5 years after? Well, no. Firstly, where do you see yourself after graduation?
Mm-hmm. So, this program that I'm going into, my practicum class, it will be more like an internship. Mm-hmm. From there, I will be entering into the community psychology field. Maybe I'll go into my direct community to work with them, maybe help develop programs and interventions.
Excellent.
And I guess further down the line, I can see myself being a independent business owner. So
hold on, I almost did a clip finger. Sorry, Spirit's just catch me today. Go with your bad self, girl. Community advocate, leader. All right. So, and all right, keep going.
Yeah, so I can see myself being an independent business owner. I trade with my team, the Diamonds Investing team. So it takes a lot of leadership and, helping other people to change their lives and to make it better. So I can see myself helping out in that aspect and becoming a business owner, yes.
I'm so proud of you, girl. Look at me rubbing off Wendy. I ain't gonna take all the credit, though. A little bit of Kim, a little bit of Sasha. My last question comes from a very special person, right? Mm-hmm. You know who it is, Coach. Coach, he's very proud of you. I know he's gonna come in as soon as he's done with his workout. And ladies and gentlemen, feel free to drop your questions inside the comment section or where they have the questions, and we're gonna, for the next few minutes, ask Gabby some personal questions. I mean, not too personal. Sorry, good questions. So from your coach, he says, as a female captain track and team with your success through the UB track program, do you see room for other females to grow? And how difficult or easy would it be for that young aspiring athlete to be a student athlete?
I think it's very easy to transition into UB track team. A lot of the people are very friendly. Even coaching is get off and stuff. So it isn't hard to become a part of the team and to feel like you are a part of the team. And the workouts may be difficult at times and very stressful, but with a family like that, or with coach being behind you, making sure everything's straight, making sure you doing what you're supposed to do, it's not hard to keep up with it or to even try to push yourself. So he makes
Good.
it
Excellent. And ladies and gentlemen, again, I just thought of a next question I actually have, but please drop your questions in the comment section. If you have put one already, I'll scroll up and look at it. But how does it, I want to talk about trips again, right? Here you are in school, the average student just going to class, going home, going to class, going home, maybe a club. How does it feel to know sometimes, like 2 weeks from now, we're flying off for the weekend and then we come back on Sunday? Is it a joyous feeling? Like, describe it in your own personal word and experience.
So the last day on campus before going away feels completely different. So
No, go into that. Go in. Like, how does it feel different?
like it feels like you're a celebrity, but no one knows you're a celebrity. But it's like, okay, today is like a fun day because I'm going off tomorrow. But
Going to Miami.
Pennsylvania, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but then coming back is like, not a sick. Vacation over. Gotta go back to school. Gotta do homework. So, going off, it's very exhilarating. But coming back is like, man, you know.
Okay, so we have some questions flying in. Let's and again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Gabrielle Shannon. She's a leader and a senior on our women's athletic team. Of course, we have cross country, field events, and track. She's a track specialist, I'd say. No, I wouldn't run again, so you don't go fool me. Why? No, that isn't it. So I saw one. Okay, if you were not playing sports, what would you be doing?
Dancing. I would still.
Hold on. That question, that answer come too quick. You don't even read it. Right after doing dancing. Yes, Lord, yes. 500. But explain it. Like, what area dance? What kind of dance?